just want the money!
I'm not a good woman, okay? I promise you don't want me. I don't cook, I don't clean, I don't do 50-50. I'm smarter than you. I won't listen to you. I will stress you out. And I like to spend a lot of money, okay? We ain't compatible. Leave me alone. A hoe's final form is a religious woman.
How you sleeping at night, son? Like a baby.
Judge and jury.
Well, it's a tough job, but somebody's got to do it. Now.
Don't you want your donuts right? Oh, hey, don't you ever fuck with me, boy. Do you know me now? I'm a bad man.
Mr. O with the info.
This is an American Douchebag Productions.
It's a very thrilling sight here at the Municipal Auditorium. The house lights dim as the maestro takes his place on the podium.
What up, what up, what up? What's happening, what's happening, what's happening? Of course, it's Late Night O. Hey, yo, what's cracking, fam? It's Mr. O with the info, giving you what you need to know. But you ain't here for me, though. Repping the shot hard. You know what I'm saying? Your Southside Bachelor extraordinaire. Living that Bachelor life. Going live with this little rant real quick. Now, I ain't gonna be on here all night. I'm just gonna rant a little bit, probably for a half an hour, maybe an hour. Hey, really talk to y'all this week. But it's a beautiful evening. It's about almost 1 o'clock in the morning, Midwest time, Chi-Town time. So about be 2 in the morning over in the East Coast. Shout out to y'all. Midnight over there in the mountains. And it's over there on the West Coast, you know what I'm saying, from LA to Seattle. It's about 11 p.m. over there. So a lot of people going in, turning in for the night. And maybe, you know what I'm saying, I could be your late night nightcap real quick. Get y'all something to put on your mind for the AM in the morning. So tonight's rant, why being emotionally mature and key emphasis, why being emotionally mature and unavailable as a man is the real play. It's the real flex. I had to go back on my words. I like being a nonchalant nigga. You know what I'm saying? I got video about being a nonchalant man. A lot of women don't like the nonchalant man. A lot of these women today, they like that rah-rah. They like that drama-filled, toxic, you know what I'm saying, that Jody Yvette type of love. You know what I'm saying? Break up just to make up. They don't like none of us. I got to throw myself in there. I got a little older. I'm not as rambunctious and rah-rah as I used to be my damn self. You know what I'm saying? I got to come down to terms like, yeah, I'm a calm, cool, and collective type of fella. Don't really want to be in the mix. Just want to lay back, peep the scene, and enjoy my bud and my time, especially my water. Good tea, good tea. Now that we are locked in, damn, had a lot of slob in my mouth. Pause. So we locked in. Smash that like, sub. Saying comment. Comment what's your move. You live in this stoic code like me, or you out here slipping. Let's drill. No cap. Let's go ahead and stay straight drill. Straight up, as I consider myself street smart. Let's say I'm a straight up street smart stoic bachelor out here. Let's say I am a street smart stoic bachelor out here spitting. Why we built like this? Why we built like this, right? I'll tell you why we built like this. Like I said, even though I was young and dumb, just like everybody else in life, I was young and dumb. No, full of cum too, you know what I'm saying? But focusing on the young and dumb part. Yeah, I was a little naive, wet behind the ears, especially in my teens and 20s. I mean, shit, I was young and dumb, full of cum. But even then, for some reason, I don't know if I'm an old soul. I was raised by my pops. Got respect for my elders, at least I had some. I was always somewhat emotionally more mature than the rest of the males around me. Also, I'm not your typical millennial. I hang with my age group, but mainly majority of the time, and especially when I got like around the age of 17, 18, I was hanging with the later years of Gen X. So pretty much everybody was about 6 or 7 years older than me and my crew. So I had to grow up a little bit more. I mean, I still fucked up. I still did some goofy shit, but nonetheless, I was always the listening ear. That's why I had to learn about my naivety. I was always the listening ear, you know, and especially around with the chicks around the block and shit like that, or even at work or in school. I was always the listening ear. I felt like I was trying to improve on my so-called social skills and trying to be an understanding individual by hearing some women's stories about their lives, their relationships, how did they get here, and all that other stuff. Right. So being the emotionally mature but unavailable. Maturity, you know what the maturity part is, right? It's handling business like a boss, being self-aware, own your L's, own them, learn from them. Own your L's, no tantrums, processes anger without wilding, stress without ghosting. And the unavailable part, I mean, walls up, no deep dives. Keep it surface. Yeah, I know a lot of motherfuckers be like, man, why you being so like defensive? Why you won't let your guard night? No. See, I had to learn the hard way from listening to the older generation, even some dudes around my age at the time. All that being emotionally available, trying to be that sensitive guy, it caused us a backlash, black men. Don't y'all find it ironic that granted, every race of women out here thinks we have the most, progressive, diplomatic out of all the male genders, races of males, out here, because we're very understanding, because we listen, because we had to develop methods. We had to develop methods that we had to use, enthuse, and sometimes confuse the modern woman. They might think that we are emotionally mature, but mainly we just playing 3D chess. You gotta keep it surface. A lot of dudes let these women into their lives and let them fuck up their whole entire world, by trying to be all open, showing your whole cards and everything. And once you show your cards, a lot of women hold theirs, fold theirs, and change their minds and go ahead and adjust to your so-called thing so they could play long enough. And once they understand your emotions, that's when they got them, because women emotions is they so-called realm. They run that department. You is not going to out emote. If that's the word. You're not going to out emote or so-called have emotional intelligence, whatever that fucking word is. You is not going to out emotional with women. It's not going to happen. Not going to happen. So you got to keep everything surface based. Be unavailable. Why we do it? It's for protection, gang. I kind of understand now, going back, looking at old films and shit like that. I see why dudes always had that poker face, that stone cold face, always kept their words short. They want people to think they was just basically an easy peasy guy, easy going guy. There's a time and a place to be the so-called easygoing guy, but you can't not be that all times. You can't. I had to learn that the hard way. You gotta be, sometimes, majority of the time, you gotta be an asshole. Me myself, I'm a douchebag. I can't help, you know what I'm saying? I'm a douchebag. I do what I do for the sanctity of so-called of keeping my sanity, And besides, it's a competition out here. And y'all know how I feel about competition, y'all.
I have a competition in me. I want no one else to succeed. I hate most people.
I work it. And I'm working on that. I'm working on that. You know, been working on that. But as I was saying, why we do it, why we gotta be not only, and this for my real thorough place. And y'all know what I'm talking about. You gotta be emotionally mature but unavailable. You got to. You gotta give them just enough for them to keep coming back, just like a fisherman, you know. And why we do it? Why we do it? We do it because of protection, gang. Now, a lot of y'all might not been taught this. Maybe you took some of your cues, you know. You probably took some of your cues, hopefully, from the good guys that got everything that you're looking for. You know, family, nice house, career, and stuff like that. Now, I wasn't blessed like that. The streets taught me early. The streets teach us early. If you show feels out here, your feelings, you get played. You get played hard being so-called in your feelings. You get played hard. Yeah, they're your feels. We mature by survival. We mature by surviving ops. Let me make that clear. We mature by surviving ops, traumas. Build walls to guard the bag, guard our minds, guard our family, all that. Culture drills man up. This is the culture. You better not be crying. Boys don't cry. They're not showing no emotions. I'm just saying. And then they wonder why we grow up. You know, man up. We grow up, bottle emotions for focus. Yeah, y'all missed that part, right? The culture drills man up to us from day one. Little boys don't cry, right? Teaches us to bottle our emotions, and some of us bottle our emotions for focus. If you have a dad, dads tap anger only. I had a dad. Yeah, he tapped the anger. He did. Only to skip the soft stuff. You know, we high performers over here. High achievers. We crush gigs, stack paper. Because we compartmentalize, not spill our guts. We learn early to control our emotions, because once we allow somebody other than ourselves to control our emotions, we screwed. We got to learn that early. Hell, Some of our first tests was our own mothers. We had to control our emotions around our own mothers. Lord forbid you got a sister, preferably a younger sister. I feel sorry for you had an older sister like me. Plural, sisters like me. This up real quick. Good week, good week. Like I said, the culture drills man up, telling us to bottle our emotions for focus. Dad's tapping anger only to skip the soft stuff. Again, it works because it keeps us bosses. You know, they always talking about they want this particular man that holds his own, you know, independent, no drama draining energy, attracts shorties who chase mystery, respect the so-called Riz vibe of so-called dude that's handling his, no begging love, losing dignity like weak dudes. You know, on Twitter, my bad, it's not Twitter no more. On X, peeps say maturity mean consistency, respect boundaries, and unavailable add power. It does. I'm not no dating guru. I ain't one of these pickup artists. I'm just telling y'all from what I have observed. Hell, if I could be transparent, I had to step out the game for a while till I actually got my shit together. Stacking my little money up. Times ain't been so kind to me, but we push, we pull, we go through. I don't know, maybe it's that maturity, you know, we hit maturity around 43, you know, wise from silence and shit. I ain't 43 yet. I'm knocking on 40, but I guess I'm just getting ahead of the curve. I always been mature though. Maybe it's this gotta get my ducks and eggs in a row, whatever that term call is, type shit. Anyway, versus available immature. I had to learn the hard way about being so available. Being too available. It didn't serve me no purpose, and I know it don't serve y'all no purpose. You know? It don't serve you on purpose, you know, being available, immature. No, that's chaos. Dudes will spill every feel, but can't handle it. You know what type of dudes I'm talking about that can't handle them. You know, tantrums, blame game, emotional roller coaster. These shorties will dip quick. They see weakness. I had to learn this the hard way. Immature. Well, what does immature really mean? Immature means no tact. That's that TACT word, tact. You know, reactions wild. I'm still working on it. And end up alone, broke vibes. I might end up alone, but I refuse to be broke. I refuse. But a lot of y'all are not like me. Y'all not like me. Trying to take them in the hospital. We unavailable, you know. That emotional roller coaster. And we available mature. You know that available mature is solid on paper, but you turn emotional to turn into emotional tampon. That's what available mature is. That's another aspect. Available immature, not on your side. Available mature, still not on your side. Yeah, you solid on paper, but you turn into emotional tampon. These chicks out here with dump baggage, use your ear without I can't never say this word right here. Reciprocity. These chicks will dump baggage on you, use your ear without reciprocity. Drain your soul, lose respect. You know, chicks on social media, especially on TikTok. Come on now. TikTok, Twitter, X, Snapchat says women want dominance, not endless softness. We unavailable to avoid that trap. Stay clear-minded, whatever they call Stoic, I guess, and keep control. Yo, in the comments, how you feeling this play? Go ahead, drop your thoughts in the comment section. We finna dive deeper. Let's define and rant why this move, emotional maturity, its own reactions, seek clarity, no finger pointing, unavailable. you just fear intimacy. No, nah. It's strategic. Dodge deep links, avoid vulnerability, especially avoid the vulnerability hits. You know, signs like I'm straight when pressed. That's guard up. Perfectionism keeps keep us sharp. I ain't gonna say we perfect, but perfectionism is a thought. You know, why we do it again? Emotions weaponized against us. Let me say that again. Why we do it? Emotions weaponized against us. Raised to suppress for survival. Why expect maturity if we bury feelings? We bury feels. It works because we focus. You know, we again high achievers. We focus. No distractions. Real men rocks, not sponges. You know, maturity, availability, value hard, but unavailable, keep mystery lit. Versus available and mature. Do open but wild. Feels erupt like volcanoes in addictions or rage. No control. Relationships is like a beef city for real. Bitches, let me stop cursing. Shorties. Shorties see a clown and bounce. Immature mean blame. no owning. Another caveat versus available, mature. You open, handle feels good, but shorties use you. Shorties use you to dump drama, take support, breadcrumb, give crumbs. You become a tampon, drain, lose a little machismo, little masculinity here and there. It's exhausting being present when they ain't. We unavailable to stay bosses, not get played. Inside we golden. Being mature knows feels lonely and fear, but unavailable suppressed for power. No burnout for overshare, compartmentalized for wins. Detached, nigga, please. We being strategic. High on empathy when needed, but guard up. When it works, you can build resilience, avoid dark thoughts by focusing outward. No real self-sabotage. Just stay on your masculine code. Stay on your masculine code, prevent begging. Maturity rare, because no training. But we master it in silence. Versus available and mature. Back right at it again. Yeah, I had to write this down, y'all. I'm trying to make this into a good segment. I'm trying to improve my podcasting skills. That available, mature stuff, that sensitive stuff, that internal war constant, no control lead to addictions, high self-deletion risks, feels everywhere, no walls, all that equals a crash. Versus another one trying to be available maturely. You handle, but constant drain from being tampons. Being a tampon again. Question worth. You shrink yourself. Unavailable, damage slow. Nah. Available, get used quiet. Real quiet. A little here, a little there. We unavailable to stay full tank. No opt inside. And it affects relationships and why it bangs that. Relationships, we control the game. Shorties feel chase, thrill, not drain. We provide, but no deep dumps. No blame convos, own issues in silence. Why it works. Why it works. It attract respect. Not being a tampon. Shorties pour in, we give a little measure, little thoughts, a little measure solutions. No, matter of fact, I take that back. We give a little measure trade-offs. There's no such thing as solutions. You know what I'm saying? We gotta let them get room to let them think that shit out too. It gives you power, you keep power. The man present. Nah. That mystery is better. That stoic mystery is better. Versus being available immature. Being immaturely available. Chaos bonds, that trauma bonded stuff. You out getting the beefs, which is significant other, what they so-called other people and shit like that. All these toxic breakups and makeups and shit like that. Kids see wild pops and cycles and L's and shit. unheard blame partnerships and dip. You know, you blame your partners when they dip. You dip, we dip, we dip. Also versus being maturely available, mature. You connect deep, but get used. Shorties dump, you absorb like a tampon. Exhausting, lose attraction. Beg. You out here begging, boy? You're just gonna lose all your dignity, huh? We unavailable, bond strong on our terms. No turn off. Period. How to rock it and stay this way. And F's aside for hating on you. How we stay though. This is therapy. Shout out to Black Run 313. This is something like therapy, and therapy is needed. But being a stoic or whatever you have, just being a stand-up guy is self-work. Cries, we level up walls. We heal solo, no begging. And why keep it? Why? Avoid community and society. Streets raise mutes for a reason. It's for survival. Shorties don't settle for tampons. Be a bachelor for the prize. We are bachelors. We are the prize. So, versus being available, mature, flipping possible. Yeah, I mean, you could be an understanding man, all that so-called benevolent man, and all that other bull crap, but that flip is impossible, fam. You're gonna be stuck chaotic. Available, mature. Yo, change that shit to us, bro. Change to us. It ain't walls, but they gonna call walls, add walls, gain power. Society keep drilling, you know what I'm saying? All this bad stuff out here they trying to put us do. You know, basically can't be the man of your own life in your own castle. You know, they want to go ahead and pigeonhole you. Society. Yo, keep drilling stoic. Period. Keep walking. Vulnerability, weaken these streets is not gonna help you, fam. You gotta be a change. Yeah, be a change. Be change? Nah. This the winning code. Especially for us introverts. Our vibe natural. For real, for real. As I about to get up out of here, make sure y'all hit that like button. I might come back to y'all a little later tomorrow. I'm about to give y'all 2 lives tomorrow. You know, matter of fact, I'm gonna finish this off by talking about, you know, that's this particular chick on X. Speaking of X, this chick, you know, y'all dudes gotta be very, very careful who y'all so-called lay down with. Even you so-called white dudes out there. That's this what's this chick name? What's this chick name? It's super diabolical. Speaking of X, why the New World Order trending? Yeah, I guess we be talking about some conspiracy gun topics tomorrow morning. You know what I'm saying? They got New World Order trending. I don't like that shit. I don't like that shit. This particular chick by the name of what's her name? Sarah Stock. Sarah Stock. She was on Twitter trying to come at one of these blonde mids, trying to ride that conservative wave. Even got a dude, you know, she convinced the dude that she was a virgin so she could get wifed up, you know what I'm saying? Even though she started messing with this married guy, you know, who got small kids, you know, slept with him on day one, allegedly, all these allegations. Made her husband, her future husband, wait to get married by the Pope. By the Pope, by the way, portraying herself as one of these trad cons. Literally, now the cons are trad now. It's became tradition. Be careful out there, gentlemen. Oh, you might marry one of these fake virgins out here and have to find out she busting it down on the first day to her boss. And you gotta go ahead and divorce her in less than 6 months. And the Pope got y'all married. That's diabolical. But I'm about to get up out of here. It's late. I know I ain't got no damn cash app. I know y'all ain't what's the name. But before I go, I need y'all to do one thing. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. And if you want to choose to donate, you can sock it to my pocket at Cash App, $MISTRO070. And you can hit my email if you want to go ahead and support the content.
Don't you want your donuts right? Oh, hey, don't you ever fuck with me, boy. Do you know me now? I'm a bad man.
I'm a bad man. And also do not forget this has been.
This is an American Douchebag Productions.
Damn right. Yeah, we're gonna get up out of here. You know what I'm saying? It's been one. It's late night rant. I'm gonna holler at y'all in the morning or the early afternoon. It's Mr. O with the info, giving you what you need to know. But you ain't here for me though. Peace.
Mr. O with the info.